Hi everyone, welcome to Google Ads Training Module 2. In Module 2, we are going to learn about keyword research, creating compelling ad copies, audience targeting and other types of targeting such as demographic interest, etc. and bid strategies like CPC and CPA. So please like and subscribe this video, and if you haven't watched the first module, you can go and watch the first module in the playlist. Thank you. Let's begin. Okay. So there in tools, there is a tool called Keyword Planner. I'm going to take a separate full session for this keyword planner, keyword research, types of keywords and all. So do not worry about it. This is right now just a brief overview. Okay. So in this tool, there are two options. One is to find new keywords, and the other is if you have existing keywords, you get to get metrics like search volume. Okay, and forecast like let's say for in next 2 3 months, how many clicks I'll get or how many uh, impressions I'll get, all that I will get in the forecast tool. So in the discover tool, we can, for example, see this is what I've already made the searches like job vacancy Australia and all. So we can, whatever we put, like we have to put some few keyword ideas over there. Okay, like let's say job search and you have to select the location and all. Here it is already selected as Australia. So whatever keywords you're seeing, this and the metrics that you're seeing. If you remember, I told you average monthly searches and all impressions competition, right? So all these keywords you will get for that region. Okay. So this is just a brief overview. We are going to have later a detailed session on this. So do not worry about it. Like we're going to have a detailed session on every aspect of Google Ads. So yeah, right now this is just to give you a brief overview. Okay.
Okay, Neil.
Yeah, it is in tools and it is called as keyword planner.
Planner.
This is the Google Ads interface. Yeah. So quality score, let's say, why are we discussing the factors that affect the quality score? Because let's say in future, if you get a client who's already running a campaign and overall his quality score is not well, or it is not good. If you remember last time I told you that 7 is like average, and 7 and above 7 is like 8 and 10 is like good. Okay, below 7 it is 6, 7 you can say average, but below 6 and all it is like not good quality score. In fact, 6 is also like just on the borderline. Okay,
Yes.
so in future if you get a client, let's say whose quality score is 6 or 5, right? So to determine or to optimize what all you will see, if you want to increase the quality score, of course you will look how relevant the keywords are. You look at how relevant the landing page is. Yeah, you will look at the ad copy text. Like, do we need to change the ad copy text? Do we need to change the keywords? Do we need to add more keywords? Or does the client need to make changes?
Do we need,
Yes.
or do we need to change any description of that?
Yeah, the ad text, the ad
Yeah.
description, ad headline, and landing page as well. So if there is anything like if the landing page does not have relevant text, then we need to get back to the client saying that they need to change the landing page. So
Yes.
this is the reason why we are learning this, so that in future if we have like issue of bad quality score, we know what factors to look at. Okay, and where we can do optimizations or changes. Is that clear?
Yes, Neil.
Okay. Uh, okay, I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna repeat a little bit about campaign settings because Arpita was also not there, so I'm gonna quickly do a recap. Okay, and yeah, just a moment. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Neil.
Yes, Neil.
Okay, you can see the white board, right?
Yes, Neil.
Yes.
Okay. So if you remember, and Arpita, I'm doing a recap. So overall, the campaigns, when we say a campaign structure, what is a campaign? See,
Set of ad groups.
yes, that is what you're saying in terms of Google Ads, right?
Yes.
I'm saying in general sense, what is a campaign? So you might have heard of like TV ad campaign, right?
Mm.
You might have heard of radio ad campaign, right? So
Yes.
basically, it is a set of certain instructions for running marketing advertisements on any platform. Okay,
Mm.
may it be TV, may it be radio, or may it be digital. When we say digital, it includes search, social, everything, right?
Okay.
Search is like all the search engines like Google, Bing, and social. So it is like Facebook, Twitter, and all that,
Instruction.
LinkedIn, and all. Okay, so it is basically a set of instructions as in telling these platforms what they want to run, how they want to run it, how much budget, basically settings and all, right? How much budget they want to spend monthly, how much budget they want to spend yearly or say daily, on daily basis as well, right? So this is in general sense, where in marketing, this is called as campaign, like a set of instructions or certain settings. Okay, don't mind my handwriting because I'm writing in on the like computer, so it will not be that well. Okay,
No need.
yeah. Now this was campaign in general sense. So if you see the account structure, basically this is called as the account structure. What I one thing that I forgot to mention last time is that we started with campaign, okay, but there can be multiple accounts as well. Okay, so generally when we are working on client accounts, okay, and if there are these are huge accounts, there is something called as a MCC. This is Google Ads MCC. So, okay, if I'm a small advertiser, I will have a single Google ad account. Okay, but let's say I'm a very big advertiser. Okay, wait, just a moment. So, let's say, for example, we have a client right now called FWD. Okay, some of you might also be, maybe you will work for this client or you may work for other clients as well. Okay, so
Okay.
bigger clients, if like they have huge accounts and like they are targeting multiple regions, they don't have one account. They have multiple accounts. Okay, so
Mm.
all those multiple accounts are part of this MCC. So if you have a single account, like it is called as a like a Google ad account. Okay, but if you have collection of accounts, it is called as an MCC. Okay, and within this MCC, there can be account one, account two, account three, and so on. Okay, this is a collection of accounts. Let me I'll show you in the interface itself. But first, let's proceed with this. So the structure that we saw last time, it will contain accounts as well. Okay, so let's see this. Let's say this is account one, right? So account one, again we'll have campaign one, multiple campaigns. Minimum it should have one campaign, okay, in order to function. Because if it's empty, obviously if it's empty, there'll be no ad or no campaign running, right? So there'll be multiple campaigns. Inside these campaigns, there'll be ad groups. We had seen this last time. There can be multiple ad groups again within each campaign, and within these ad groups, it should have ads and keywords. As the name suggests, ad groups is a group of ads and keywords. So then, why do we need ad groups and why do we need campaigns also, multiple campaigns? So, like Shankar rightly pointed out, if let's say there is a Samsung phone, right? There will be multiple Samsung phones. Like let's say there'll be a phone called M30, there'll be a phone called M20, there'll be a phone called Galaxy S22, right? So if you have multiple products, it may be products of the same kind but different type, or it can be totally like let's say Samsung has. Let's take example of Samsung only. Okay, Samsung might have smartphones, Samsung might have smart watches. Samsung might have earphones as well, right? So basically, multiple products, multiple services, you can group them into a single campaign. Okay. Now let's say so basically campaign is a higher like overall structure where you can group it into multiple products or services. Now let's say, so then what is the need for ad group? Now let's say there is M30. I created a campaign for M30. Now within this also I want to like divide it on the basis of more features like M30 4 GB RAM or say blue color M30 6 GB RAM, right? And so on. So if I want to further divide or say further target more variations of that product of that service, then we create in that, then that's why we need more ad groups in that. Okay. So every campaign should have at least one ad group. Okay. But better you divide it, the products and services, the better. Okay. And every ad group requires ads and keywords. Okay. So if we see linearly, it is account, it is then campaign, then there is ad group, and then there is keywords and ads. Okay, this is the structure. Account is the highest structure, and keywords and ads are the lowest structure. Oh, actually, I did not scroll it. Sorry. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We can see.
I don't know why the white line, blue line is coming over here. Okay, so if you see linearly, the highest level is account level, and the lowest level is the keyword and ads level. Okay, but now why are we discussing this? Because there are certain settings. Okay, there'll be settings at account level settings. Of course, you want some settings that should be applied to the whole account. So no matter how many campaigns are there in this account, certain common settings should be applied at account level. For example, in our company also, certain policies will be applied for the whole company. Then below that, certain policies will be applied for say the whole pod, like the APAC pod or the AMR pod. And again, in that also certain policies will apply to certain teams, like say the FWD team, the search team, or the social team, right? In same way, if you want that certain settings should be applied for the whole account, all the campaigns in that account, you will put that settings at account level. Now, same thing for campaign. If you want that, okay, in one campaign, let's say it's a Samsung M30 campaign. I want that the bid should be this much only for the whole M30 campaign. Even if it is like 10, 20 ad groups, it should have the same bid, which is not a good practice, but I'm just saying, okay, it should have the same bid or say same settings, same, for example, targeting. Okay. So in that case, you will put the settings at campaign level, and similarly you can put the settings at ad group level. Certain settings you can put at the keyword level as well. Okay, so for example, bids. Oh, I need to scroll down. Did you guys? Okay. Can we see this blue line over here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Neil. We can see that.
I'm seeing it because it's not there in my screen. Okay, just a minute. Okay, anyways, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so yeah, so we were discussing that there are certain settings that can be applied at all the levels, but even though account is the highest level and keyword is the lowest level, but of these common settings, whatever is the setting at the lowest level, that will be given priority. So let's say let's say I set a bid at campaign level. I set a bid at ad group level also, and I set a bid at keyword level also. The keyword level bid will override all the other bids, and the keyword level bid will be taken by the Google Ads system. It will be considered by the Google Ads system, and it will override the ad group level bid or the campaign level bid. Same thing applies for certain targeting settings as well. So we will be looking at some of these settings and everything in detail. Okay, is that okay? Hello?
Okay.
Okay, Neil.
Okay. So let us look into a little bit into detail what are the types of campaigns also, and then we'll go today into detail into campaign settings. Okay. Uh, did you guys have lunch and all?
Not yet, Neil.
Do you want to have lunch, like, or should we continue for let's say half an hour and then have lunch? I can stop here also, no problem.
No, Neil. We'll continue. Our logout time is 2:30. After
Okay.
2, we'll have lunch.
But is that okay with you? But you can have lunch earlier as well. We can divide this session for tomorrow as well. Some part we can take today, some part we can take tomorrow as well.
Sure, Neil. We can divide it like that.
Okay. So just let me know when you want to have lunch. Like 1:30 you want to stop?
Yeah, 1:30 is fine, Neil.
Okay, fine. So now we need to look into campaign types. Okay. Campaign types, two main, let's say not two main, but in this also there is like search campaigns. Then there is display campaigns. Okay. There are video campaigns as well. Okay. There are multiple types in this, but let's just go through this first. So if you want your ad to run only in Google search engine, like in the search engine itself, okay, it is called as a search campaign. So whatever we saw right now, that okay, in the search engine, you see your ad copy and all. Okay, these are part of. Okay, one more I forgot actually. There's something called as shopping campaigns. There are others as well, but these are the few basics. We will discuss others afterwards. Okay. So search campaigns. So right now, whatever we had discussed previously, let me just share my other screen. Uh, guys, you make note, okay? Wherever you need to make a note on your end as well. I'll
Yes,
be
Neil.
sharing this recording, but please make notes from your
Yes, we are doing that, Neil.
end. Okay. So can you see the other screen? Can you see the browser?
Yes, Neil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say flight ticket booking, Mysore. Okay. Or let's say smartwatch. Okay. Okay. So if you want to run text ads in Google search, the text ad, like this ad, what you see here, this is a this is part of a search campaign. Okay. Let's go back because this will be a bit confusing. Okay. So see, these are search ads. They're called as search ads because they are running within the Google search. Okay. And the campaigns that are running them are called as search campaigns. Now, similarly, I told you there is shopping as well. So these are shopping ads. Okay. You can click on the shopping section and the ad you see here, right? These are shopping ads and they're part of the shopping campaigns. Now, if you remember, I searched for smartwatch.
Yes, Neil.
Sometimes you will see the
On the
shopping
shopping ads.
ad suggestion here as well. Okay, this is also part of shopping ad only. So sometimes you can go into the shopping section and there you can see the ad, and sometimes it depends on Google. Okay, it will automatically show here also. Okay, only thing is that here there are more filters and all available. You can select the price, you can select the brand and everything. And here it is just like an overview. You can click on it, you can go to the landing page, but you cannot filter it. Okay, so these are called as shopping ads. So see, for example, now here in this page, it is not giving search ad. There is no search ad over here. But I can see multiple shopping ads. Like this is also shopping ad. This is also shopping ad, right? And this is organic listing. It is not written ad. There's nowhere written ad over here. Correct?
Yes, Neil.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you understood what is search ad or search ad campaign. Whenever
Yes,
you
Neil.
want to run ads in Google, text ads in Google search itself, it is called as a search campaign or search ad campaign. If you want to run a shopping campaign in Google search, it is called as a shopping campaign. Then what is a display campaign? Okay. So let me show you what is a display campaign. Okay. So let's say, okay, any, okay. For example, if I go to any website, you can see there is, so this is an ad, okay.
Okay.
You can see if I go and I put the cursor or the mouse on the I button, I just place it, it will say ads by Google. So whenever you see an ad on any third party website, okay, like see, this is also ad. Okay, so like there are millions, not millions, but actually billions of websites, okay, which have connected with Google, and not only NDTV, like there are a lot of websites, okay, and they show Google ads on their website, and for every visit, every impression, every click, they get paid some amount. So if a user comes to their website and clicks on any one of the ads, okay, they can these websites, like for example NTTV, will get paid for it.
Okay.
So these ads that you see on third, you're not seeing these ads in Google search. You're seeing these ads on some third
Some
party
other websites.
website, right? So
Yes.
these are called as display ads, and the campaigns that are running these ads are called as display campaigns. Again, in display campaigns, there are a lot of different types, lot of not lot, but three, four types, three, four variations. One by one, we will see in detail later.
Okay.
So you understood now what is the concept of search ad or a search ad campaign, a shopping ad campaign, and a display ad
Display
campaign,
campaign. Yes.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one thing that we missed is a video ad campaign. So video ad is nothing but the ads that you see on YouTube,
Yes, Neil.
right? Let me. So there are certain kinds of ads that you see on YouTube. There'll be either there's a master ad on the YouTube page, like when you go to the YouTube page, there's a big ad. Okay, that is very expensive actually. Wait, just a moment. Let me show you the. Yeah. Okay, so there are some ads that you can skip. There is an option to skip. There are some ads, uh, and the ads that you see when you're watching a video, that is called a in-stream video ad. Okay, in-stream. Now you don't need to learn all this. You don't need to remember right now. This is a brief overview. Whenever we will be going into details, I don't think video ads will be going into detail right now. But if we need to, then you can note it down. Just this is just a brief overview. So whenever you're watching videos and in between the videos, if you get an ad, that is called an in-stream ad. In in-stream ad, there is a skippable and a non-skippable ad. Certain ads you can skip after a few seconds, like say 3 seconds or 5 seconds. Certain ads you cannot skip. Okay, there are certain ads when you're scrolling the video up and down within the feed. After like every third or fourth video, you will get an ad. Bumper ad, I don't know, but masthead ad, bumper ad also will go into, but masthead ad is like when you log into YouTube, the main big ad that you see here, that is the masthead ad, and that is one of the most expensive ads. Many of the big brands, they use these masthead ads. Okay, you can see the example of skippable, non-skippable ads. You can see in feed, like it is in between some feed, and then there is bumper ad. So, okay. Okay, so yeah, okay, if it is like bumper ad is like before starting a video, or if you're moving from one video to another, after that in between it will come. And it is like for few seconds only. So that is called as a bumper ad. And outstream ads is when you, okay. Now this is a new format, okay, outstream ad and all. Oh, so nowadays you've seen that even if you don't click on the video, if your focus is on that video, the video will continue playing in mute, right? And sometimes you will see ads also in that. I think that is what is called as a stream ads. That means you have not opened the video. You're just on the YouTube main page, but your focus is on that video. So the video is running, and in between, inside the video, the ad will run. Okay. So again, so whatever video campaigns that we run for YouTube, okay, or video ads that we run that are part of the video campaigns, right? Okay, yeah. So we saw what is search ads. Search ads is basically ads. Campaigns is basically it consists of ads that run only in the Google search. Okay. Then there is display campaigns. Okay. Display campaigns you saw it runs on third-party website. So like on other website which have tied up with Google, and these are like there are billions of websites available. Shopping ads is again you saw that there is a separate shopping section in Google, and some of the ads are also shown as a preview in Google search as well. Okay. And the fourth one is the video campaigns. That is, it consists of video ads that we run on YouTube. Okay. Now we'll look into search campaigns little bit. Okay. So we will look at the settings and everything for search campaigns. Okay. Now,
One doubt we have, Neil.
Sorry, MCC abbreviation. Full
acha,
form.
MCC full form. Okay. Yeah. So basically, MCC means my client setup.
My
So,
client.
client.
yeah. Yeah. Let me share the screen. Can you see my screen?
Let's see here.
Yes, Neil. See here.
Enter.
Yeah, cool.
You can see the browser, right?
Yes, Neil.
Yes,
We
Neil.
can see that.
So why this MCC structure was created? Because see, not only big companies, but agencies also need to manage multiple clients, right? Now, either MCC can belong to a client and he may have multiple accounts. Let's say one account is targeting Singapore, one account is targeting Malaysia. We have such client, okay? Or let's say I'm an agency theorem. I have multiple clients and I want to manage them from one single place. So what I'll do is I'll add all the client accounts into my one single agency MCC. Okay.
Okay.
And I can easily, instead of like opening each account separately within that MCC, I can easily shift from one account to another. Now this is not a MCC account. This is a single account. Okay. But usually if it's an MCC account, you will get an option of, see, you can see, you will get, like for example, here you're getting campaign, right?
Yeah.
You get an option of account as well. So you can.
Do you have to install any extensions for that, Neil?
No, it is all inside the browser. It is all inside the Google Ads interface only.
Okay.
Okay. Only thing is like, see, here the highest level is campaign. Okay.
Okay.
But there the highest level, let me see if I can shift. Yeah, let me go to the FWD account. Now see, these are multiple FCCs. Okay. Like for Hong Kong, they have one MCC, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia. Okay. These are MCCs, and within these MCCs also there are multiple accounts. So let me open Singapore. Singapore is the biggest MCC. Okay.
Okay.
Now, see, because this is the MCC, these are all accounts.
Okay.
Multiple accounts.
If you have multiple accounts, the MCC option will show in Google Ads.
Yeah. So what is the use of MCC? The use of MCC is I can add multiple accounts in one place. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So instead of like opening each single account every time, it is all grouped into one place. Like for Singapore, all the accounts are in one place. and I can click on any one of the account and go into that. When I click on it, it will go to account level view. Okay, and then I can
Okay.
see the campaigns in that account.
Yes, got it.
Okay, I can at MCC level also, no, account level only. Let me see if at MCC level I can see. So if I select all, this is the whole MCC. Okay,
Okay.
I selected all COE, FWD, MCC accounts. So now the whole MCC is here. This is the, I can see these are all the accounts in that MCC. So I want to see if let's say I want to see certain statistics at account level, that how are all the accounts in this region performing, or how are all the accounts for one client performing. It can be regions, it can be multiple clients, it can be multiple products. Okay, as per the
Yes.
need and requirement.
Yes, Neil.
Okay, so that is the meaning and use of a MCC. Okay, grouping of multiple accounts. Is that clear?
Yes, Neil.
Okay, now we were going to look into Google Ads search campaigns. What are the settings in a Google Ads search campaign, right? I'm going to use all the documents, all the documentation from Google only. Okay, but of course I'm going to give detailed explanation of all of them. Okay, see here also you can see display shopping video. So search, this is what we are learning about search campaign, right? Similarly, we'll be learning about display also. Shopping and video, let's see. I think this training is mostly for search only, but if I can cover display shopping video, I'll cover that as well. But that is secondary priority. First priority is search only.
Sure, Neil.
Because mainly right now as a freshers, you would be mostly working on search, but yeah, later on, you may be provided more training and you can look into other types of campaigns also. Mostly search and display is very common, and then video and shopping is like next. It is third option. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, before I go into settings, select creating campaigns and everything, there are certain things that we need to know. Okay. There is something called as the Google Ads interface. This is the Google Ads interface. This is the interface. Whatever you see in the browser, it is called as a as an interface or a UI also. UI also means user interface, right?
Yes.
So this is the UI. Now, if you want to set up campaigns or you want to edit or make changes, there are two main ways of how you can make the changes. One is either from this interface. From this interface, I can create campaigns, I can create ad groups, I can create ads, I can add ads, I can add keywords and all also. But there is something also called as Google Ads Editor. Okay. So there are two ways I can create, edit, modify campaigns, ad groups, keywords, all the levels. Okay. There are two ways of doing it. One is using the interface or the UI, that is the what we see in the browser, and the other is using the Google Ads editor. Now, we will see both when we are looking at the setup and the settings and everything, but we need to give importance. So when you're doing setup and all, the editor is more useful, it easy to use, right? But when you're doing reporting and all, like you want to look at metrics, you want to download reports, you want to see how much did it spend daily, or let's say how much did it spend in 7 days, 14 days, or custom you want to look in 60 days, for example, right? All these metrics you want to see. In that case, the UI, the Google Ads UI or the user interface is more relevant. So let me reiterate this. When you want to create, edit, modify campaigns, ad groups, keywords, editor is easy to use and more relevant. But when you want to look at metrics, when you want to do reporting, you want to see the performance, like the overall performance of the campaigns and all. In that case, the UI is more relevant. In that case, you will use the UI. Okay, let me show you the Google Ads. Like you don't need to learn anything on it right now. Okay, we will go into detail for all of them. So let's
Sure,
see
Neil.
the Google Ads editor. Okay, you can the Google Ads editor is available on the internet. You can download it from the internet. Okay, just a moment. I need to add the editor over here. Okay. So this is the editor. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes, Neil, we can see.
Okay. Now, like for example, here it is the recruit RE account. Let me open the same account in the interface as well. Okay. So we can compare the two. This was the FWD account. Let me. So if you want to see the account ID, okay, how will you recognize accounts? By the account name and the account ID.
Yes.
Account
Neil.
ID is the most important one. Okay. So you
Okay.
can see like this is the account name recruit RE and this is the ID. 7276 are the last four digits. So again, I have this recruit RE account here. I may not be able to see the ID here. Again, but like just like what we have that MCC level, right? Here also, if I go to account, now see for me this interface is a bit different. The menus because I'm using a different operating system. Okay, but for Windows it will be slightly different, but overall the basics are all the same. So I'll go to account and I click open. When I click open, there one more screen will pop up. Wait, I need to add that screen here. This is the MCC level. Okay, so you can see there is Singapore MCC, the FWD client MCC as well. These are MCCs, okay. And this is a single recruit RE account as well. Okay. Now these guys have given. So whenever if it's a MCC, there in the bracket, in the square bracket, it will show as a MCC. If it's a single account, there'll be only the name of the account.
Account name.
Okay, and if I open the MCC, all the accounts will be there inside that MCC. I need to, okay. Now these which are grayed are not enabled. These are all paused account. That means none of the account is running. Okay, or actually not paused, but I have not downloaded them. So you
Okay.
need to download the accounts in editor. So I'll tell you one of the differences also. So whenever you make changes on the UI or the Google Ads interface, it is immediately effective. So like you say, pause, immediately the campaign will get paused. But in editor, if you pause or let's say you make any changes, you have to post it. When you post it, okay, then only it will get live in the user interface. So what is the advantage of this? The advantage of this is, let's say I want to make certain changes, but I want to review them before uploading them or making them live. So I can review them here. Okay. So similarly, let's say if someone has made some changes in the interface and I want the changes to appear here also. So what I'll do is I'll download this account. I'll say all campaigns download. So what it will do, it is now downloading the account. So changes on editor are not real time. You have to download or you have to post it, and then then it gets updated on the interface. But obviously the interface is like real time. Whatever you click there or you make any changes, immediately the changes will take effect. So you will say, oh, but then that is better. No, instantly it is taking effect. See, many times you need to, that is when there is massive data you're uploading. Sometimes you may be uploading, let's say 5,000 keywords. It may not happen you're uploading 5,000 keywords, but let's say some data you're adding a lot of massive amount of campaigns at all. Okay. The problem with interfaces, you cannot all check all of them together. One by one, you'll have to go and check each thing. But here, now see, there, if I click campaign here, I'll get all the campaigns here. I can see the settings of each campaign. This is the setting. If I want to see settings of all like a certain campaigns, like these are all awareness campaigns. So some of their settings will be same. So I want to see what same settings they have. I'll just press shift and I'll select all. And now the settings that I see, if I see varies, well, this is different for these campaigns. Whatever value I'm seeing here, that is same. Okay. And wherever you will see varies, like here you can see varies, right? That is different for some of them. And now these four are selected, right? If I select enable here, all of them will be get enabled together. Now what I need to do is just go and post, and it will say, see, 4 campaigns are getting updated. So 4 campaigns were previously paused, and now if I click post, these campaign will become enabled. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to right click and revert it. Okay. So I can easily revert it also. So the one of the advantages of editor is it is almost like a text base, and you can copy paste, cut paste, like make minor changes here and there. But that is not fully possible in the interface. Okay. So interface, if you go, these are the campaigns. But if all the campaigns you want to edit together, you cannot edit them together. If I click edit, it will not be able to edit. It will just open the first one. Okay. So editor is for updating, creating campaigns and all. It is easy to use. Interface is for setting, seeing the metrics, the performance, for reporting and all. It is useful because you get all these metrics in the interface. Mostly you don't, by default you don't get metrics here. Okay, like certain metrics will be there, but rest you are not getting any metrics here. I can
You
add
have
them.
to add it by manually, right?
I
For
can
your
add, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can do get statistics, or I can add certain columns. See, conversion, clicks, I can add them. No doubt. But
okay,
again, these metrics will not get updated real time. Let's say my campaign is currently running, and
okay,
I'm getting continuously, I'm getting clicks and impression. Okay,
okay,
here it is almost real time. Of course, here also there is some delay. Immediately you don't get all the data. It takes some minutes to update. But
okay,
here it will only get updated every time you click download data. So if you
okay,
do, there is an option get recent changes, and you have to click on more data. And in more data, you have to select all campaign types. Okay. Or here also you can do get statistics. So when you do get statistics, and let's say I want perform, now I'll not get any stats because all these campaigns I've never run. This is a brand new account. It's going to
okay.
run after 9th of January. So right now I'll not get any stats, but if I do get statistics and click OK, it will manually download the stats. And whatever is the stats at that time when I'm downloading, that only stats, it will not get updated real time. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
So that is the advantages and disadvantages of both the interface. Okay. Both
Okay,
are easy to use, simple to understand, not a big deal, not a big problem. Okay. Uh, we will go into the campaign settings as well. Okay. Now these are app install campaigns. Again, app install is also one of the types. Okay. So we saw display, search and all, right? There are campaigns. For example, let's say you have some application, some mobile app like Swiggy, Zomato. Okay. And Swiggy, Zomato wants to promote that app not only on search, on display, on video, anywhere on any of the Google platforms or Google placement, right? So
yes,
for that, there is a separate app install campaign as well, but that is like highly sophisticated. We are not going to go into that for now. So you can see the campaign type here. It says app, and these are all search campaigns.
search.
Okay. Now we'll take a look at any like one of the search campaigns. You can see when I clicked on it, I came into the ad group level. So there are basically, now you can see ad group is highlighted. So these are the 2 ad groups that are there within this campaign. Okay. This campaign, brand awareness, brand generic, inside that there are 2 ad groups. If I click on the ad group, again it will show me the
Keywords and
ads and keywords in that ad group. But I want to see the settings. So here it shows that right now I'm within this campaign. I want to see the settings. So I will go to right side. I'll go to settings. Okay. So these are the settings. Again, see here also you can see the settings, and here also you can see the settings, right? Let me just open. Right now, same brand generic campaign. Wait. Okay. Here also you can see the settings, but here the settings is like in an expanded form, and it is the same thing, but little bit the wordings might be different. Okay. So you have the status. We will go into detail. The campaign goal again. Sometimes the goal is just to get traffic to the website. Sometimes the goal is to get certain, say, sales or conversion means any action on the website. If I fill up a form and subscribe to a newsletter on a website, that may also be a form of conversion. If I purchase something on the website, that may also be a form of conversion. Or if, like for example, I opt for certain service or anything, that may also be a form of conversion. So mainly there are two types of campaigns. There may be more types as well, but yeah. So overall, broadly, if we see, there'll be traffic campaigns, and then there'll be conversion campaigns. Usually, this is how we broad division of campaigns. Okay. So every search campaign can have a traffic campaign. It can have a conversion campaign. Okay. Similarly, display can also have a traffic campaign and a conversion campaign. Okay. But again, on certain platforms, we don't need to memorize this. But on certain platforms, like on display, traffic campaign will perform better. Conversion campaign will perform very badly. Okay. Uh, Again, shopping campaigns, like the shopping campaign, the product, like it is also a type of conversion campaign. The product campaigns that you're running, that will have better opportunity. Of course, traffic campaigns, the shopping, there's no option to run a traffic campaign because you are directly selling a product on shopping campaign, right? And similarly, video also, uh, traffic campaign will have more relevancy, will get better results. Conversion campaign will not get better results because obviously, even if you are like say watching a video and you see an ad of let's say a product, would you immediately buy that product? No, right?
No.
You are more inclined to buy a product after seeing it in search. But if you see that ad, let's say on some news website, or if you see it on YouTube, immediately will not buy it, right? That's why, because see, you don't know there may be some unknown advertiser. Like for example, there's a website called wish.com. Wish.com also sells electronics. But have you heard about it? No, right? Some of you might have heard about it, some of you might not have heard about it. Okay. So if you see an ad of wish.com on display or show on video, like YouTube, like just like you, many of the users may not immediately convert or buy that product, right? But yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
you will click on that ad and you will go to the website, right? So that is what we are like. We are driving traffic to that website. If a person clicks on the ad and goes to the website, that means we are driving traffic to that website, right? So
Yes.
that's why certain platforms like display, video, traffic campaigns runs very well. Certain platforms like search don't
Shopping.
run very well, but you can run both. Okay, search as well, traffic as well, and conversion as well. Is that clear?
Yes, Neil.
I think for today, we should stop here only because there are a lot of things to cover. Next session tomorrow, I'm going to take settings for the search campaigns. Okay.
Okay.
If,
Okay.
if you want, you can do a little bit homework from your end also. You can try to uh, go through, like there is Google, like I showed you the link, right? Let me share it with you also. So there is a Google Ads support documents as well. For example, how to create a search campaign, right? You can on your end, but don't like put too much of your time or too much of your head around it because there may be things you may not understand, and that is fine. That you may not understand certain things in that. That's okay. That's why we'll have the session tomorrow, right? So we will cover in depth in details. But you can go through this link. It has about setting up for display shopping and video. But I'll suggest don't go into this right now. Only see the setting up of search accounts
Okay, Neil.
of the search campaign. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, Neil.
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll take the campaign settings and setting up of a search campaign. How will we set up a search campaign? What all settings we will require? That all we will be looking into it tomorrow. Because if let's say a client comes to you saying, I want to create a new build, we call it as a new build or new campaign build as well.
Campaign.
So if a client is asking you to create a new campaign, whatever is the settings, like the targeting, okay, which country you want to target, how much bid you want to set, what kind of ads you want to show, okay, all that settings you should know, and then you should go to the client and say, okay, I before setting up campaigns, you need to give me these settings, or these
Okay.
is targeting settings, and then I can go and set up the campaigns, right?
Yes,
So
Neil.
okay, so uh, we will stop here only. Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. There will be more modules in this series coming up in few weeks. So please subscribe so that you can get updates from us. Thank you.